Hey everybody, my name is Travis. I'm the social media strategist at Mindful Snacks, and I have James, our founder and CEO, with me. We're going to talk about this new project that we're doing with a company called Riipen. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Riipen and what they do?
Sure, thanks Travis. So Riipen is a platform that connects students, faculty, and universities with companies like Mindful Snacks in working on real-life projects in further enhancing the growth of the company. Currently, within many universities, there's really a lack of accessibility and availability of healthier alternatives. Oftentimes, it's your traditional junk foods, your chocolate, chips, lots of pop, and really there is the need for healthier options, but students don't know where to go. So this fall, we'll be teaming up with students and universities in trying to find ways on how we can improve the food system on exactly what is being served and how students are eating. And I can share with you, one thing of sort of, why, how this came about in the first place. Over the last 5 years, I've been asking myself, how can we go beyond what we're doing today? How can we really create change? And, it was about 3 years ago, I met this, young woman who started this non-for-profit organization called Blueberry Shark. And it was an organization to create the healthiest kids on the planet. And here we were, I had joined on her mission, going into finding ways, working with young kids in schools, in what can we do to simply, what is the starting point here? There was a number of underprivileged kids not coming in and
coming in malnourished.
Exactly. So we went to brands that we currently worked with and asked, what did you think of this? Would you support this? And we were, pleasantly surprised how much support that these brands were willing to throw in. But the problem is we had all this support behind us, but we couldn't penetrate all the red tape and barriers at the school system. Mm-hmm. So not only are we now seeing it in the university college side, we're already seeing all this red tape and barrier on the preschool side. So it's really been very challenging to begin with.
Right.
And
I came across an article today that showed how Pizza Nova is teaching kindergartners in Ontario about nutrition.
Wow, that's
and they're manipulating kind of like the old Canada System food guide, because you get your bread, you get your cheese, you get your meat through the pepperoni or whatever, right?
Right.
But I mean, obviously, I think we all know that pizza is not necessarily the healthiest thing for you.
Right.
So it's kind of weird that they're able to kind of pawn it off in that sense.
Yeah.
But it's insane how they're the people who are essentially educating our kids, or not our kids, I don't have a kid, but
right.
Kids, from the earliest stage,
mm-hmm.
kindergarten, and they're teaching them about nutrition. And obviously it's biased because you want them to buy into Pizza Nova, and there's they give them a workbook or a work guide where it's they want them to complete some stuff, and essentially it gives them a certificate for a free pizza or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
hopefully they're doing it for the it's hard to know, but hopefully it's they're doing it for the best interest of the kids, as you can see out there.
Right.
A lot of these traditional fast food places, are trying to change because they know if they don't change, right, they're going to be left behind.
So when it comes to students on campus right now in university and college campuses, you're essentially saying there is a lack of healthy options and availability for students to be eating?
Yes. So oftentimes there are existing food contractors on campus that have a wide variety of offerings, but their primary focus is not necessarily the best interest of students. What they perceive as healthy is not necessarily truly what's good for you. So there may be, for example, without naming any brands out there, but there may be a particular product that's made out of oatmeal, let's say. So from the outside, packaging looks great, ingredients is deemed as healthy, but when you flip the back, its sugars are skyrockets.
Right. So like fake healthy products. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So as long as these products are made available on campus, what we're seeing is students are often drawn to it because that's what's available. So students are going to simply go and purchase those products.
Mm-hmm. So why aren't there like real healthy options on campus and universities right now? Like why are these big companies or these food contractors, why aren't they, providing healthier options to students?
So I think there's two things here. There's one that there are some universities and food contractors that want to provide healthier options, but they're contractually obligated in certain conditions to meet a certain amount of profitability. Or there are other times where they are not so interested in providing so-called true healthy products, purely because, again, when it comes dollar to dollar, and when you're comparing one product to another where let's say a traditional junk food, they know it can sell, and at the end of the day, we're here to all to make money, right? So, but what's happening is students' diets and overall well-being and wellness is being sacrificed for higher profitabilities at times. And this is unfortunately disappointing in many ways. And companies like us, like Mindful Snacks, we believe that we can help change this and work with universities, work with students on all different levels, and hopefully we can help and create this student movement that's really needed. We really need to be able to gather students' voices, and companies like us help represent the student body.
Right, and help push the initiative.
Absolutely.
So what is the ultimate goal of this project?
So our ultimate goal is to gather as much data as possible. This means working with students, student unions, and we'll be creating focus groups. And these focus groups are essentially going to be asking very specific questions surrounding this scope of healthy eating on campus. Questions might be, if there was a healthy snack available at your particular cafeteria, would you choose that snack instead of your maybe, let's say, a bag of chips? Are you willing to travel 1 block or 2 blocks outside of where you normally go to for your grab and go or afternoon snack? If you turn the label around the back of a snack and you saw sugar as the first ingredient, would that change your mind? Mm. And this is all essential, and we'll be taking this data and presenting this not only to the decision makers within the school, but eventually really presenting this to the different governments, locally and provincially, and working our way right across the country, and sending this message, this important message, on why we need to change what we are serving to students. This is really going to be critical, this data. And hopefully what what we believe is this data is going to show immediately the number of students wanting to have a change. They want to see a change, but they just don't know how to go about it, where to go. And they're leaning on, companies like us, let alone their school itself that they're enrolled in making this change happen. So we're really hoping that, over time, we'll become their voice and creating this change for them.
If anyone wants to reach out and help us with this project, where can they reach out to us? Where can they find us?
Yep. So again, if you're interested in participating in this project with Mindful Snacks, you can feel free to reach out to me personally at james@mindfulsnacks.com. Please check out our website, www.mindfulsnacks.com.
Okay. Well, thanks for doing this.
Thanks.
And, I hope everyone got some information out of this, and I hope you guys can support us in our mission to try to change the snacking habits and the food education within university and college campuses, but overall in the whole education system within Canada. So, thank you.
Thanks, guys.